Hi mate, how you doing? Welcome back to another video. My name's Lewis, I'm the founder of Unlimitedly, and today we have got a great video, and it's just based around if you're still using Checkatrade in 2026, you need to watch this, okay? Now, I'm not talking just about Checkatrade, I'm talking about if you're using Bark, MyBuilder, MyJobQuote, all these kind of shared lead sites. This video is for you, okay? Now, what is the problem with Checkatrade? Let's start there, and platforms like it. Now, this isn't a rant, and I'm not here to bash Checkatrade. If they didn't generate results, they wouldn't be alive. That's just business 101. So I'm sure they are working fantastically for some people. But from my own experience as an agency owner, I have spoken to so many tradesmen about their bad experiences with it, especially as how Checkatrade has gotten great. I mean, years ago, Checkatrade used to be brilliant, but now they're not so great because they've been bought out. They've gone, way over their heads, and the leads aren't that great. Okay, so it's a race to the bottom, and it turns your service into a price comparison. You end up competing on price instead of quality because one lead gets spat out to 10 different tradesmen like yourself, and therefore it's a race to the bottom. Okay? It can take years to get a number of reviews and a constant fresh activity, and actually the amount of time you spend in the system. You're wasting your time on these platforms, okay? The time you spend contacting these leads and they don't pick up, or they're invalid phone numbers, okay? And you're paying, and I know like these other websites, you might be paying like £70 a lead, and all they want to know is how much do you cost? They're not even actually serious buyers. Okay, so you're wasting a lot of time there. And you don't have any control of the leads that come in. You just get whatever they give you. You don't actually get the ones that you want. Small jobs, people shopping around, budgets that don't match your pricing. It's all, you have no control over the quality, and therefore it's not scalable. Okay? It's just not scalable in a way that you can control. And it actually creates a lot of dependency on them. Okay? Because if Checkatrade increase their prices, if they go down, if they get banned, whatever, your whole business is screwed. So what you need is something that is explicitly yours and yours only. And this brings me on to section 2. There is a better way. Okay? Don't worry. There's a silver lining. The builders quietly winning in 2026 aren't on Checkatrade. They're not on. They might have had it in the past, but they're not on these sites anymore. They've actually built something they own, they are in control of, and they say who comes in, who doesn't, okay? Instead of renting leads from a platform, you build an asset that produces leads for you. Instead of taking whatever work turns up, you choose the type of work you want. Sounds pretty good. And this is what we call the North Star framework, a modern lead generation system designed for tradespeople doing home extension work, or any tradesman in general. So if you're a plumber, whatever, this will work for you. And it's built on 3 pillars. Okay? Pillar 1, Meta advertising. So you might not know, but Meta is the overarching kind of parent company to Facebook and Instagram. I'm sure you've heard of those 2 platforms. And so what you do is you run your own paid advertising on these different platforms. And then you might think, well, you just said there's platform dependency. Well, unless you're going around delivering brochures, you're going to need dependency at some point. But if Meta goes down, you have things like Google ads. Yeah, TikTok ads. There's so many different other platforms you can utilize. So if one goes down, you can easily switch. Now, Facebook and Instagram are simply the best. Okay. And we've got fantastic results with them. So you simply run paid ads that put you in front of homeowners in your area who are actually planning an extension. Okay. And if it's done properly, you're visible before they start getting quotes from other people on these shared lead sites. You're not competing in a crowded quote list, and you can target the exact locations you want. Okay? As well, you can set up what's called qualification questions. So if a lead comes in, you can ask it questions, and if the lead doesn't meet your criteria, the platform boots it off. So you don't even need to worry about time of window shoppers. You can ask them a question about how serious they are. Okay? And as well, you can pinpoint different locations. So if you don't want to travel so far, you have that control. Okay? Now, a lot of tradesmen I speak to don't track their data. So you need what's called a CRM system, customer relationship management. So all the leads that come in go into this system so you can track your data. not only can you track your data, because if you're not tracking data, your business is blind, you don't know what's working, but you can actually contact all of the leads within this one system, so no lead gets wasted. And then we implement what's called a nurturing sequence. So basically, automated texts and emails. Now, the reason why we do this is because speed to lead is everything. How quickly you get to a lead once they've submitted their information to you, it's everything. And if you're out on site and it's been 5 hours before you called that lead, there's a reason why they haven't gone with you. You're too slow. So we set up automations, automated texts and emails, so the conversation's already started without you having to lift a finger. Now, why is this system better? Because you own the leads. This system is yours. It's on your Facebook and Instagram profile, and then goes into your CRM system with your own bespoke nurturing. It's yours, okay? They don't go into some random platform. You control the quality. Like I said, you can have, you can target different jobs, and as well, you can have criterias. You choose the job size, okay? You don't have to choose the small jobs if you don't want to, or you might want to, and it grows with you. It's a system. You put £1 in, it gives you £3 back. The more return you get, you put more in at the front end, and it's going to spit more back. You can scale, and you can actually build an asset you can improve month after month. Now, this all sounds good, but I do expect this to be a bit complex. Not because I'm patronizing, but because this is a revolution in the marketing field for tradesmen. There's a reason why tradesmen aren't doing it, because you guys haven't heard of this before, or maybe you have tried it before and it hasn't worked. Okay, so here's where I'd love to help you out. You're feeling, okay, this is quite good. Yeah, I'm relating to the problems you're saying I'm having, Lewis, but I can't really do this myself, or I can't be bothered. I don't have the time, whatever. Here's what you do next. You scroll down now. You'll see a link in the description, which will take you to my landing page. On that page, there will be a calendar booking section, okay, where you can book in a free, no obligation, 30-minute strategy session with myself, where we will talk about where you guys are currently, where you would like your business to be, and if I think it makes sense for us to work together, I will show you how we can get you there. But even if we don't end up working with each other, I will give you tips, advice, and value on how you can move forwards and move on from the problems that you're having. So there's absolutely zero reason for why you shouldn't be booking your call now. The worst case scenario is that you just get some value, tips, and advice on moving into this new age of digital marketing. So it's time to move away from these shared lead sites. They were great, they've been great, and they are great for some people. But from what I've heard from real life scenarios, and the fact that you're probably watching this probably means you agree they're not serving you the best they could. So it's time to put the power in your hands. It's time to install the North Star framework into your business, and it's time to get these big home extension jobs coming in every month like clockwork. God bless you. I look forward to seeing you on our call.